Hi, in this video I will speculate on how God may inspire people. So we see that in this bees surah, we the surah mentioned the bees, you know, um, and your Lord inspired the bee builds home in the mountains and trees. They build for you. So this is interesting. In the same surah, so there is a chance that God used it as a metaphor or, or to similar to humans. But in another verse, we see that then we inspired you, Muhammad, to follow the religion of Abraham, the monotheist. He never was an idol worshipper. So it gives us information that God inspired and using maybe same method, similar methods. So the bees, so God communicates with humans and the bees similar ways. So that's what I got from this surah, the surah 16. So this is interesting that in the news it says that there is a research going on. Um, the bees link between bee and human brains. A team of researchers from New Zealand and Germany has demonstrated that the honeybee brain generates oscillations which share characteristics of alpha oscillations in the human brain. So it is similar. So if God is communicating us, God should somehow, so we don't see God is not touching us, obviously. We don't see that God, the angels are touching us. So but God can communicate if there is a way that through some waves can affect it. So I'm not saying that God is affecting that way, but it is interesting that it is similar in the human brain. In 1929, German psychiatrist Professor Hans Berger discovered the alpha oscillations, prominent ongoing oscillations around 10 Hz, in the EEG of the human brain. These alpha oscillations are among the most widely studied brain signals related to cognitive phenomena such as attention, memory, and consciousness. So, and if you want to, if you want to give some message to someone, it must have some impact on it. It must impact on it. However, the mechanism by which alpha oscillations affect human cognition await demonstration. The honeybee brain is an experimentally more accessible model system for investigating the functional role of alpha oscillations. As alpha oscillations are associated with brain functions such as attention, memory, and consciousness, bee brains may provide new avenues for understanding how our brain works, said co-author Dr. Paul, a scientist in the Department of Zoology at the University of Otago. Experiments on humans are expensive, logistically difficult, and time-consuming. Moreover, recording from individual identified neurons are not possible in human brain. By studying the brain of bees, we can overcome these limitations and apply that knowledge to research, and eventually perhaps even to treatment of human brains. So the study involved 9 female honeybees from outdoor hills. In the laboratory, the bees were stimulated with odors with microscopic electrodes recording their brain activity. It is fascinating to see how bees can learn to associate odors with food in a similar way to humans, doctor said. So if God is inspiring that way, then bees associate so that then humans a similar way, like mentioned in the Quran in the same surah. What we want to do is to examine how these alpha oscillations change in different situations. As a neuroethologist, I'm interested in how bees' alpha oscillations change during natural behaviors. For example, when a bee forages or sleeps. So this doctor and his colleague, University of Heidelberg, found that the bee brain generates oscillations, which shares characteristics of human alpha oscillations. We term these 18 Hz oscillations alpha based on their similarity with alpha oscillations in humans, alpha-beta oscillations in non-human primates. Similar to primates' alpha-beta oscillations, honeybees' 18 Hz oscillations occurred spontaneously, decreased in power during sensory stimulation, and bias spike timing and higher frequency neuronal activity. What is the function of honeybees' alpha oscillation? Alpha oscillations could regulate the information transmission between brain regions. So another thing here. Interestingly, so how does meditation affect our brainwaves? So because we see that God inspired Muhammad, so prophet, so he was a believer, so it should be somehow a uh, good brainwave or something associated with relaxation. And interestingly, so I'm not sure about this website or this information, but you can also check it further to investigate. And researchers show that meditation can induce relaxation-related brain waves such as alpha and theta waves. Here is how. So, so meditation can help reduce stress, and so this is a meditation is like a, so the frequency of your brain reach when it is relaxed. Brain is alert but not actively processing information. It means the brain is alert but it is ready to accept the message from God. It is ready to be inspired by God. And during the meditation, generally. So that is my interpretation of the Quran verses, the word B Surah. And thanks for watching this video and hope to see you in the next video.